What's up guys, today I'm here again with my man PJ, and today we're going to start a new series which is going to be BJJ White Belt Tips Part 1. And guys, today we're going to talk about positional hierarchy. Okay, this is really important, especially when you're a beginner, because you need to understand where we are trying to go from different positions. Okay, when you get better, sometimes you can kind of skip these rules and, for example, go straight attacking from half guard or passing position. But anyway, when you're a beginner, you should understand what is positional hierarchy, and today we're going to go through briefly. Okay, so first of all, of course, stand up. But normal position is going to be close guard. We're going to start. Everybody knows what is close guard, so we are here. And overall, if I'm on the top position in close guard, my goal is normally that I want to stay up here. Okay, and PJ's goal is usually try to break my posture and bring me low here. So if you are in the top position, try to have a good posture and try to actually, you can even be on the active toes and sit a little bit like this, so it's hard to break your posture. Okay, this is close guard, about 50-50. Opponent can attack from the bottom, I can pass from here, but don't try this kind of stupid stuff. If you are a fucking high level black belt, then it's a different ball here. Beginners, don't try to submit your opponent from inside close guard. There is all kind of stuff. There is amassa paus and there is stuff like that with the gi, what you can do from here. But anyway, this is a positional guide today, so close guard. And many times, what happens next? Many times when I'm gonna start to open my close guard, my opponent's close guard, and I can open it maybe like this, and I end up this kind of position. Boom. This is called half guard, okay? This is called a half guard. Usually when I end up in a half guard, what I want to do, I don't want to keep my knee on the ground. It's okay if it's there, but especially because now if PJ just open this leg, oppa, he can John Wayne sweep me. So usually if I end up in a half guard, whatever the case is, I'm gonna force myself in this kind of position immediately when I put my knee on my opponent's thigh, okay? I like this much more than knee on the ground, but this is half guard position, okay? From close guard, you're gonna go to half guard, okay? And from here, if I'm lucky enough, if I'm good enough, I can pass my opponent's guard and I end up this position here. Boom. This is called side control, or 100 kilo or 100 kilo, however you wanna call it. And this position, when you are in this position, what is important details here, I want to bring my knee really close to here. Actually, now you see my knee, actually my thigh is all the way up here and my elbow is on top of my thigh. And my right knee here, I want to block my opponent's hip. Why? Because first I want to feel his movement, and also for me it's easy to start to advanced positions. But more than so, I want to control where he's going. And if I have a lot of space here, I don't feel my opponent's movement. When I'm here, I can feel if he starts to move. Okay, perfect. So this is side control. And normally my opponents, they are gonna start to do this because they don't want me to get close to here. And when you are in the side control top position, many things have a nice cross-face pressure. We call this a sort of justice here. So we can go here and nice pressure here, because then you can start to advance to the next position. And next position from here, usually positional hierarchy. So close guard, half guard, and now I'm on side control, and from here, usually I start to attack from here, but next best position where I can go from side control is going to be mount. And there is many ways how we can go to mount, but today we're going to keep it simple. I'm just going to show you. I'm going to put my knee here, and I'm going to land here, mount position. Really good position for me, but a little bit windy, especially when you are a beginner. Many people are a little bit afraid of going on the mount because they feel it's like a little bit windy, and it is. But few words about mount. So when you end up in here, one thing what you can start to learn immediately is you control your opponent's head and start to create this kind of a nice posture. And what you can try to do is you can try to balance with one hand, whatever the direction is. If my opponent up a little bit, I can post a little bit like this. And of course you can also learn how to switch sides. But I usually control my opponent's head with right hand, and I'm posting my left hand, and from here I'm gonna start to do my attacks also. But mount position overall is a good position to be, but if you end up in here, don't be afraid. Try to control the head and stay low, and also my heels, not open here. I'm gonna glue my heels to my opponent's butt nicely, so again I can feel the movement of my opponent. And many times from here, next position is that my opponent starts to, for example, turn exactly, and I end up in his back. And I can end up in his back from here, like this, palm, for example, and this is called back control. Come closer. So now we are in the back, okay? And now we are sitting back, and of course I can be also, I'm gonna show you other version, but this is the back control, and normally this is the normal seatbelt control. And when I have a seatbelt control from the back, I always want to protect my attacking hand. And this time my right hand is the attacking hand, because if I'm like this and PJ, he's the first one, I may be able to stay here, but I don't have any attack. So if I'm protecting my attacking hand and he peels the front hand, bam, I can still attack my jaw. And if my opponent is on his fourth turtle, so this is also back control. And if I'm here, same stuff, I can have my seat belt, and what I usually do, I go 2-on-1 with one arm, so I can start to attack. And many times if we lose the back, last position what I'm gonna explain to you is this is turtle position. You know guys use this a lot, and actually I'm a former wrestler, so I also, when I was starting, I always went here and started to attack. But in Jiu-Jitsu actually, what I prefer these days is we control the hip line, okay? So I want to be here, and I want to follow my hip where PJ's hip going, because I want to feel the motion. And other side is gonna be my elbow. Don't go super deep, otherwise he's gonna catch my arm, and he's gonna roll me on that way. So hip control, elbow, and feel it here. And also you can start to put your knee in, isolate the arms. There is gonna be a lot of tricks. But usually if you end up in a turtle bottom, don't hang out here, don't stay here. Think about this like the pit stop, position of pit stop, like fast. If you end up in here, you can do front roll or something like this. Yeah, some kind of movement, and try to move immediately. Don't accept the position like I'm just gonna be here. Turtle is a position where you end up in I'm in a turtle, and Peter starts to control me. I start to immediately do some kind of a movement from the turtle. So close guard, half guard, side control, mount, back, and turtle. Okay, and in the next parts we're gonna go open guard variation and stuff like that. You know the drill, guys. Go train, keep sparring, and remember, Jiu-Jitsu never dies, baby. Boom! Woo.